We're in Cambodia now. We've come over the border from Thailand a few days ago, and we went to see Angkor, and now we've come to the city of Phnom Penh. And whilst we were in the pool a couple of months ago, we met a guy called Mark Gold. Mark runs an organisation based in the States called the 100 Friends Project, and he helps distribute funds to various charities all over Asia. And one of them in particular is one that we've come to see here today, called the Centre for Children's Happiness. There's a truck going past me in a minute, it's a bit noisy, but I'll explain that in a second. So we've come to a place that's just outside, it's about 15 kilometres outside Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia, where there is a huge landfill dump. And here all of the rubbish from all over Phnom Penh ends up. It's an incredible place, about 100 acres in size. And one of the extraordinary things about this place is that there are people who live here, about 2,000 people, Cambodians who live here, come from the countryside. They try to get work in the city and they haven't succeeded. And they've come here to this dump where they scurry around all of this rubbish that comes in all day long. And they pick out all of the plastic bottles and the tin foil and anything that can be recycled to then give to recycling people who take that away. And we're going to walk down this little strip here. We're right in the middle of the dump. This is the point where all the trucks are coming in. There are about, I think it was 200 odd trucks a day. Hundreds and hundreds of tons of rubbish comes here. And there's one in the background here just coming out. And as the trucks leave all their rubbish, there are kids and families and everything all waiting around to pick it up. I can't tell you the atmosphere that you get from here. It's absolutely extraordinary. Of course it absolutely stinks, but it's just an amazing atmosphere. There's smoke coming off all of the rubbish because the sun burns it. It's constantly 24 hours a day. These people live in it, and they have done for years and years. So we're just going to walk down here and point out a few things. It's absolutely unbelievable. In a minute we're going to go and see the Centre for Children's Happiness, and we'll go and show you where some of these children end up who are looked after by that charity. But all around you there are a whole infrastructure of a small town living on the waste dump. There's even a shop over there on the right hand side where people can buy water, fruit and food. Sadly some people actually find food in the rubbish and use that to eat. These kids and the families will work all day here. They have a metal spike in their hand and a bag, and they sit here and go through all of this rubbish. It's one of the most heartbreaking things to see, but fortunately there's some hope at the end of the tunnel for some of them with these charities that are being built all around the place. So right up here you can see these trucks that are arriving, and hundreds of people all scurrying around trying to pick them up. This place is ridden with problems, with disease, malnutrition, and this is the dry season. You can imagine this in the wet season where the monsoons come and it really is awful. There is water up to your knees covering you, and kids play in the water. There's even more disease and terrible things happen. Hundreds of people die all the time. And you can see here a rubbish tip has just been emptied, and all the people here are going to be picking up the rubbish, putting them in these bags. It's one of the kids here on my right. He's got his spike in his hand. He's ready to go up there and get the best things he can to then sell to the recyclers. So this is the beginning of their journey, and after here these people, the charities that work here, help bring the kids out of these dumps and take them to a place where they can start up their lives again and get given an education, cleaned and so on. And we're going to go and see that in a minute. So after almost like a selection process that happens at the dump where we've just come from, the Centre for Children's Happiness is here just around the corner. It's not very far, it's about 5–10 minutes drive, and every month or two one child or maybe two is selected to come here and be given basically a new start to their lives. And we're just going to walk around it very quickly and see some of the rooms and the way that they live here. The 100 Friends project is just one charity who gives money to help support these people here. And a number of the children here who are living amongst everybody. At the moment there are 48 children staying here at the moment, and there have been a number of others who've come through the school before as well. And at the moment it's kind of just after lunch, so there's a bit of a playtime and everyone's kind of running around having fun. In front of us here is where everybody has lunch, a kind of dining hall. And we're just going to walk upstairs. It's dark in here at the moment. There's a little kitchen around the corner as well, where I think they're still washing up. And the kids are running all over the place. And this is where everything's cooked by all of the kids that work here, with the help of a few adults who help out and teach them everything they need to know. So this is a place where children are basically given friendship and love, and they're taught some basic skills in life, like cutting hair and maybe just some basic reading skills they may not have had before. We go upstairs. They've got a strict regime to regime sounds like a horrible word, but a strict kind of agenda to any day here, where they get up, they help clean the school, and then they come up and they read, and they have some lessons, and then they all make lunch together. They eat lunch, and then they have some more reading. Unfortunately, the room's shut at the moment, but in here is where there's some books that are given to the school, and people come here and read and relax and chill out. So it really is amazing what these guys are doing, and if you think about it, there are nearly 1,000 children on the dump at the moment, and this place is just looking after a handful. They can't fit here. There's one of two other orphanages where they can stay as well, but this organisation wants to grow and they want to be bigger. And they want to try and look after as many of these children as they can, and to do that they need funding. And like I said, the 100 Friends project is just one of them that's helping. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was for. But we hope that maybe by making this little video and asking you guys to help, that we can somehow give something back to these kids so that we can help sponsor a child. So there's some links on the right hand side of the page and also in this post that you can click on, and hopefully you'll be able to donate a little bit to help all these poor children in Cambodia start again.